DeFranco Movie Club. It's me, Jenny, aka ClassyLibrarian, and this week's movie was God Bless America. And I'm going to prerequisite this film by saying that it was rather awkward for me, being English, watching a film that's quintessentially about American values and about American life. It is parodying it, but it's rather like being on the outside of a social group that's either got a particular religious view or from a particular ethnic background, or all from the same job or all from the same country. It's very difficult if they're laughing at themselves and laughing at their own culture to join in when you're not part of that culture. I can, get all of the, overall storyline about Western culture, but the specific stuff about America, all of the red, white and blue imagery that's throughout this film, I didn't really get that because I'm just not from that culture. All of the Western stuff about advertising, about reality TV show, freedom of speech, celebrity media and all that stuff, and just people not being pleasant, that really was much more interesting to me as an overall concept. I like the idea that it's really focusing in on what people are, and these characters between the two of them who are desperately trying to fight people who are being horrible and being rude and just not being nice, in themselves becoming statistics and becoming celebrities and kind of fighting for what they're fighting against. And it's very strange, and it's very morally difficult to wrap your head around, because I think everyone in the world, no one wants to be perceived as a mean person, no one intends to be horrible, but everyone's got opinions, and for every opinion out there, there's going to be someone who disagrees, and that person who disagrees is not going to like you. For every person who just wants to be nice, it's going to be seen like they're weak, and everyone who wants to, focus in on people to have a specific thing, even if it's like people who want in the long run to help people but do it in an unpleasant way. That's kind of the nature of humanity. So it's very difficult to watch this film. About 10 minutes in, I was feeling genuinely upset by some of the stuff that was going on, because, for example, I don't watch programs like in England, You've Been Framed, where it's clip shows of people getting hurt, because I genuinely worry about things like people getting injured. And I don't want to be a hipster, which in itself is chastising a particular group, but I don't really like celebrity shows or reality TV shows, because I just find it really difficult to watch people who are in that situation, even if they are doing it for good reasons. And I just find it difficult to watch. I think the acting in this is amazing. The direction is gorgeous. The story is, as I said, incredibly interesting. It's definitely a concept to wrap your head around. In comparison to Super, I definitely recommend this one over the top, because Super skims over what makes people unpleasant, and then completely passes over into gore, while this one keeps the intelligence up throughout. It's very mentally tricky. It's got the slightly psychotic guy and the pixie dream girl, who's also slightly psychotic, which is very similar to Super, but it is much, much more complicated, this one, I think. I think as I said, the acting's great, the music's interesting. I love the kind of aspects of classic film music coming in and out. I like all the references to old films like Bonnie and Clyde. I like a lot of stuff about this film. It's not a very easy watch though, and I've rambled on for way too long, and hopefully I've said something useful, and I'm going to turn the camera off before the light goes, and that's it really. I'm going to go have a cup of tea, because that was a difficult watch. See you guys next week.